Tuesday, August 11th, 2020. I'm still talking to the same person. Um, okay, so I just showed you Hopsin, Illmind Hopsin, and then you've already seen Tyler the Creator. Okay. I think it's fair to say Tyler the Creator is more successful. Yeah. Okay, I'd agree. Watching. Okay, so Illmind Hopsin 4. No. There we go. Illmind Hopsin 4 came out the same time Goblin came out. So that first that I was playing. And I was thinking, like, all right, well, what's the difference between what Hopsin was doing and what Tyler was doing? Have you listened to Goblin? Really? Huh. Wait, hold on. Okay. When I listened to Goblin, I learned about Tyler, like as a person, and you know, it's with the antics and a lot of immaturity and a lot of like very dark horrorcore vibes, but when you listen to it, you get a feeling that you know who he is as a person, who he is internally. Even when he is going after other people, it still feels it almost feels like it's coming from this genuinely angry place, like an actual venting. Whereas when Hopsin was going after Tyler in Illmind Hopsin 4, it didn't feel genuine. It didn't feel like he genuinely disliked Tyler. It felt like it was a tactical move. It felt like strategic. Like he knew that they were both around the same level at the time, and it was like, I'm going to take a shot at this guy so I get more notoriety. But with Illmind Hopsin, I don't even with the second one I just showed you, Illmind Hopsin 5, you don't learn anything about him. All he did was just tell you or me or whoever how to live, and how if you're living this particular life, you're inherently wrong, and that there's something really douchey about that, like really pretentious, to make a whole music video to basically be like, everyone who isn't exactly what I am is wrong and stupid. That's basically what he said. And granted, the points he's making about living your life is reasonable, but the way he's going about it, it just comes off as pretentious. Speaking as someone who's incredibly pretentious, I'm glad that you shook your head in agreement with that. But I don't know. I think that's important. In copying this, I know I talked about Tyler earlier. In copying rappers and seeing which rappers become successful. Okay, so then we'll use 1985, J. Cole 1985. I'll show you 1985. Same concept, same idea of, I'm going to tell you what you need to do. Okay, I got to listen to it. All right, just listen to 1985. And you said this before I was recording, but it felt like J. Cole was coming from a place of, I've been there, I've been 18, pre-J. Cole, pre-J. Cole dreadlocks, that era of J. Cole. Like fucking pretty boy, sexy lead singer of a group J. Cole. Inside Out Pro Club J. Cole. That type of J. Cole. No, but listening to 1985, there's still a sense of condescension and a little bit of there's some bite to it. He's clearly being an asshole at some points, but it does sound like there's genuine advice being given about something specific. Like in Illmind Hopsin 5, there's this broad attack. Just any type of person like this is wrong for their entire existence. And it's like J. Cole's focused he's honed in onto something very specific, and it's from even this is still from a personal place. Like J. Cole saying, I was there. I get it. I was there, but here's the cheat codes so that you don't fall into this trap. And Hopsin is not doing that. He's saying, just be different. What? I don't even know what he's just saying, stop being whoever you are and be Hopsin. And Tyler's career kept growing, partly because he kept growing as an art, like the technique and his skill, he kept growing and improving. I re-listened to Goblin recently. It's a hard listen. It's got like a banging on a trash can vibe to it. It's very very rough. Like you can see the skeleton of what Tyler was putting together, and then it's built from here, especially musically. But there's something personable about it. I mean, obviously, art tends to come from a personal place. It's about expressing your feelings and your perspective and so on and so forth. So maybe that's the angle. That's the angle I got to take with stand-up. I know I like Cat Williams, and I want to be able to implement the way Cat Williams live always makes me feel good. It makes me feel inspired and like I need to do something. He's giving you advice, but even that doesn't feel condescending. I don't know. I like this style, and I want to see if I can make it into something. No, share with one person.